Because I got a Kelvin Sheppard take right here. Let me tell you something, Detroit. If you're not paying attention to what Kelvin Sheppard is cooking on that side of the ball, then you're asleep at the wheel. The defense isn't just playing better. They're starting to look dangerous. Top 5. That's what that is my take. This is a top 5 defense. And you can see it all the way up front with the collapsing pockets, the way the secondary is closing space, the way that they're tackling looks cleaner and meaner every single week. That's not luck. That's identity forming right in front of your very eyes. And every time someone wants to chirp about the offense having a rough night, the special teams letting one slip, that's fine. But don't be blind to the fact that Shep's group is making a beeline towards dominance, and the teams are going to hate playing Detroit once this unit fully locks in. So if you can't see it, that's a you problem. That's not a Lions problem. So what do you think of the Lions defense? What do you think of the Lions defense starting to show out? What do you think about the defense looking like the offense did last year? It looks like the defense this year is the dominant force on the Lions. And I'll tell you what, I like that better. I like it better than having a dominant offense. I love having a dominant offense. Don't get me wrong. I love some Jahmyr Gibbs. I love Amon-Ra St. Brown. You know, I love our playmakers. Hell, I even love our offensive line, even though they didn't have a good week last week, because I do believe that they will bounce back. That's fine. We got an offense that can score. I believe that we're still going to be able to score. We should be able to score against anybody. I'm not going to let one bad game just tear down the offense completely. But the defense, the thing is, the defense wins championships. We wouldn't know anything about championships, but we've seen plenty of championship teams as Lion fans. It's not like we stopped watching football when our team was bad. When the team was bad, you got to watch, a different team be great. But we still watch those teams be great. And one thing that all of those teams had in common is the defense would step up at right times. And especially during the playoffs, you need a dominant defense. You need a dominant defense. The Lions found out firsthand what it's like to run into a defense when you're playing a team that can stop your offense. Because if you can stop teams, then you're always going to have a chance to win. And Kelvin Sheppard had a quote in yesterday's press conference where he said he doesn't care if Dan goes for it on every fourth down, because the job of the defense is to go in there and put out the fires. We can put out the fires. The defense that can put out the fires is going to make your offense look good no matter what it is. There's a little bit of criticism on Jalen Hurts out there and the offense not doing good, but you know what? It gets washed over. It gets washed over because here's the thing. If you win the game, it doesn't matter. If you score more points than the other team, it doesn't matter. And that's what a defense can provide for you. And that's what we have right here and right now, is this dominant defense. Kelvin Sheppard is the next great coordinator. Last year, it was Ben Johnson. And obviously, Ben Johnson is proving that he was the better of the two coaches, at least at this point in time. There was always questions about Aaron Glenn and his defenses when he was here, even though the players love him. And I think a lot of the fan base ends up, loving Aaron Glenn, because the players loved Aaron Glenn. Coaches loved Aaron Glenn. He's a great motivator. He got a head coaching job. But Kelvin Sheppard's got this defense playing at a level that it's never been at before. And you can see it every week. Every week you can see it getting a little bit better and a little bit better. And it's been putting out, even against Minnesota, everyone's like, oh, you got a rookie quarterback that came in and diced you guys up. He said he threw for 147 yards. And that's why I think that the defense is being glossed over. Like, people aren't realizing that this defense is starting to become one of the best defenses, because two of the better performances that they've had on defense were in losses. It wasn't J.J. McCarthy that beat the Lions. It wasn't Jalen Hurts that beat the Lions. It was their defenses. Our defenses were playing good in both of those games. He threw for 150 yards. J.J. McCarthy didn't even throw for 150 yards. Jalen Hurts didn't do much better. Saquon Barkley shut down. The Lions can stop the run. The defense is dominant, guys. I'm allowed to say positive things about the team, even though everybody else doesn't want to say positive things about the team. It's okay.